Hi, peeps. Um, just decided to do a live uh, stream. Figured I needed one. Um, my Kenham debunk comes out for everyone tomorrow. It came out yesterday for my members. If you want to be a member, you can become one for 99 cents a month. That out of the way. Okay, so I've decided to channel a little bit of my grief. I do know about grief because I was a counseling student. It is important for me to say that I am not a licensed counselor, but you know, and grief affects different people in different ways. It's called a complex or a syndrome. It's not just one symptom. It's a range of symptoms. Um, for me, I'm not hungry most of the time. When I get hungry, if I do eat, my stomach hurts and I get nauseous, so I just don't eat. Um, I'm extremely anxious all the time. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Just give me a moment, please. Um, uh, right now, it's um, it's important to note that I am not suicidal. Okay, but I want to just go to the funeral home and lay down with my dad and die. And people grieve in different ways, and it's fine to grieve in different ways. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, it's fine to grieve in different ways. You know, some people turn outward for support, some people turn turn inward. There's no real wrong way to grieve, but it is important when you're going through grief that you have somebody to talk to. Um, the kind of grief I'm going through needs a counselor, and I'm trying to get through to a counselor. Um, I do need to look for a job because the for the past 5 years, my job's been taking care of my dad, but I've been getting seizures and headaches and anxiety attacks. And with all of that, I just cannot go looking for a job right now. Plus, most of the time, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. So, you know, um, but, like I said, as long as you're not hurting anybody or even hurting yourself, you know, there's no wrong way to grieve. Sometimes you need sometimes you need professional help, and that's okay. It's okay to say, "Look, I can't deal with this. I need help." It's okay to say that. You're not you're not making a declaration that you're weak if you do that. That is that is a symbol that you are strong. That is a symbol that you recognize that you can't do this alone, that you can't handle it alone. And there is no right way to grieve, and there is no set limit to grief. And if it takes you a year, that's fine. That's fine. Don't let anybody give you any shit if after a, the loss, after a year after your loss, you are still grieving. That's fine. There's no rule book out there that says you have to stop grieving at this time. It's fine. Take as long as you need. Take care of yourself because you can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself first. And, you know, there are things that, you have to prioritize, you know, when you, uh, there are things that you have to prioritize. And right now, I have to prioritize myself. And that might sound selfish. And, when I was a Christian, I would have thought that. That's one of the real dangers of Christianity is they're like, you know, taking care of yourself is um is being selfish. It's not. It's not being selfish for you to take care of you. Now I know I talk a lot about Christianity being toxic and all of this, and it is toxic, especially the kind I grew up with. Maybe not all kind, not maybe not all types of Christianity are toxic, but a lot of types of Christianity are toxic. And, you know, you take time for you. And, you know, if you've got to get a grief counselor, get a grief counselor. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I need help. I don't know what the deal is, especially with Americans, with saying, I need help. There's nothing wrong with saying, I need help with anything, especially with something like grief. There's nothing wrong with saying, I need help. And I need help. I mean, clearly, I need help, you know, but that's neither here nor there. Um, but if you're going through grief and you think you need help, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, my dad just died, and I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I don't know which way's up and which way's down. I'm having anxiety attacks. I'm having headaches. I'm having seizures. I can't walk straight. You know, I mean, those are my physical manifestations. I mean, I seriously cannot walk straight. I need a walker 24/7 right now, you know, and I need to go find a job. And how the hell am I supposed to go find a job when I'm getting seizures and I'm getting migraines and I can't even walk straight? How the hell am I supposed to get a job? And this isn't supposed to be a rant, you know, but people don't think of these things. You know, you give up 5 years of your life to take care of your parent. And I have no regrets. I would give up 5 years of my life to take care of him again, even knowing what I know. I would give up 5 years of my life to take care of him again. Because that's what family means to me. Family means everything to me. And now the only family I have left are my brother, my sister in law, my two nieces, and my nephew. But that's how much family means to me. To give up 5 years of my life where I could have been working and paying into the system to get Social Security Instead of doing that, I took care of my dad. You know, I mean, he was there when I was little. He changed my diapers, and in the end, I changed his too. You know, he wiped my butt when I was little. I wiped his, you know. He died at home, and I'm sure he would have wanted that. And I don't regret taking care of him because that's what families do. And if you don't have a family like that, I am so sorry for you. I feel for you if you don't have a family like that that says, hey, look, we're going to take care of you no matter what. That's the family I come from. That's the family I come from. You know, my dad wanted a bike, uh, not a bicycle, a motorcycle, and he got one. And I'm like, hey, you know, I don't like him having a bike, but he wants one, so let him get one. You know, um, I was always worried about him having an accident on a bike, but you know, I wasn't going to say anything about it. And so he bought himself a bike. He was only able to use it for 1 year. But that's okay because he got enjoyment out of that bike. He got enjoyment out of life until about the past year and a half. I've got to go.